Hello beautiful soul, it is Angel Ellena here. I trust that you are doing so well and having an amazing day or night, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Welcome back, and today we're going to be doing another inspirational, motivational video. So be sure to keep watching and hit that like button if you like where this is going. So thank you so much for all of your amazing support. If you are supporting me, if you're on our Patreon, members, anything, I see you. I see your comments and everything that comes through. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get started and begin. So, back at you with another motivational, inspirational video. And in this video, beautiful soul, we are going to be talking about a subject which you may have probably gauged where this is going by actually looking at the title of this video, okay? Your social life is killing you. Kill your social life. Successful people are psychopaths. And I'm gonna put chapters for all of this so you, beautiful soul, can navigate your way through this amazing video and get the most out of this and what you need to hear right now. Point number one. I was on the phone to my beautiful, amazing partner, Christian, and this subject actually came up when we were on the phone, on our phone call, and you know what? I started thinking about this topic. Anyway, so the topic of traits of successful people. And the difference between the successful person on one hand, beautiful soul, and then quote-unquote average people on the other hand, right here. So we have these two boxes of people, if you want to put them into boxes, okay? And, you know, when we were on the call, me and Christian, it was kind of like this. So I was talking about social life and how one of the biggest problems that I see people facing is that their social life is ruining their life. Okay, let's just wind back, okay? Your social life is ruining your life. What am I talking about? Okay, you might be thinking, Angel, what on earth are you talking about? Okay, wait there, let me just explain to you. Now here's the thing, beautiful soul. When it comes to having a social life, 99% of us believe that this is human, okay? This is normal, and this is healthy. What could be wrong with that? Well, here's the deal. When you look at the traits of the average person, and when you look at the traits of a successful person, there is one big factor that I have actually noticed from my own personal experience, from my 2 free eyes, and that is this. Successful people tend to be alone more often compared to the average person. Successful people tend to actually be more productive on their own compared to the average person who spends most of their life being social and then getting back to their home, getting back from work, and not really making the most of that time, right? Or having no time to make the most of anything because they've been out all day or all weekend drinking, smoking, partying, chatting, drinking coffees, having lunch, going here, going there, having fun, and then they don't get anything done with their lives. So here you have the successful person, the average person. The successful person who sticks to themselves most of the time, they are a lone wolf, okay? The average person who is always out and about, quote unquote getting things done, but they don't really get anything done in the end, right? So if you think you're social and you are living your life, right? Well, here's the thing. You end up killing yourself in the process. Because you are not developing your life in terms of success. When you think you're being social, and you're having fun, just for entertainment purposes, okay? That's what I refer to when I say social life, social interaction, right? Where is your time going? You are putting it into talk, and not into do. So that is where you draw the line, okay, between that successful person, beautiful soul, and that person who is social and thinks they have a healthy, normal life. Because that successful person does not play by those rules, okay? Point number 2. Successful people are psychopaths. And you may have heard this before. Believe it or not, beautiful soul, there have been studies. I may reference some down below. If I don't, look it up yourself. Do your research. There have been countless studies which have actually shown us, like everyone, it's public, you can see this for yourself. There are studies which show us that by actually adapting to some of the traits of psychopaths, you can actually help yourself when it comes to being successful. Now here's the thing. I see from my own 2 eyes, this is a natural trait of quote-unquote successful people. This is a natural ability of those people who always go the extra mile, who always reach for the top, okay? They do not try to be a psychopath. Like, this is not some crazy, twisted stuff. This is reality, okay? So if it is actually human, and if psychopathic people are defined as being not human, okay? If their traits are not recognized as being human and humane, should we put it, then what is, okay? Because when it comes to these traits of the most successful people out there, and even people who do not have their faces all over the world on magazines and whatever it may be, just successful people who live by those standards, okay? They have these natural, innate gifts, which some may call are psychopathic. And the biggest one is that, beautiful soul, they do not live by that social life. They have killed that social life, okay? And that is why we have this title of the video, okay? Kill your social life. Successful people are psychopaths. Successful people are not just psychopaths in a way where they have quote-unquote killed their social life, okay? They know how to relentlessly fight until they get what they want, okay? Just like a cold-blooded killer, successful people will do what it takes, okay? They know what they want. They got their eyes on the prize, okay? It is like a fierce tiger who sees that deer, and that is their meal for the day. And they're gonna keep running and galloping, and they're gonna keep running and chasing it. And even if it takes them the whole day and they have to take a nap in the shade, because you know it gets very hot where lions are, like in the savannah, and there are little deers and antelopes and whatever, even if that lion is gonna take a little rest, okay, it's gonna get back up maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it may be, and they're gonna keep running and going for what they want until they get it. And if they have to walk away and find somewhere else, they're gonna do that too, okay? And this is exactly the same when it comes to successful people. But yet at the same time, this is a natural ability that is found in animals, in humans, right? This is a natural ability, but yet somehow it is compared in studies to being a trait of a psychopath. So there is really quite a paradox with this. Obviously, the title is clickbait in this sense. If I say to you successful people are psychopaths, but now I've explained to you how actually it doesn't make sense to call it psychopathic. Well, there you can see there is a paradox, okay? At the same time, there is no paradox. Okay, let's move on to point number 3. Why successful people do not follow the rules. Okay? Successful people make their own rules. In this way, maybe they are psychopathic. Because if they go to the extent of breaking everything else around them, cutting off everyone else around them, okay, you are literally killing that part of yourself. And you are doing everything that you can within your reach, within your ability, okay? If your life depends on it, and even if it didn't, whatever it may be, okay? Successful people, we do not fit in these boxes. And we do everything to get out of it, okay? We do everything to actually overcome any block in our way. There is a person, if there is a thing, okay, bye, knock it down dead. That is how successful people think. That is how we think when it comes to knowing what we want, okay? So it's not only about your social life, but that plays a massive, massive role, as I mentioned in point number 1. For this point number 3, this is extremely important as well, okay? Because we are so relentless. Maybe this is you, beautiful soul. Comment down below if this is you, okay? If you relate to this, comment right now and share that with us. If you know anyone else who is like this, comment down below, share the video to them if you think that they'll enjoy this. So again, successful people have this number 1 trait in common, okay? They do not care what it takes. If it takes their entire life even, they're gonna do it, okay? In this way, it is psychopathic thinking because you have no remorse, right? So it is generally considered that psychopaths don't have empathy, sympathy, remorse. Well, the same is true. If you want to be successful and be the best and at the top in what you do, in your trade, in your craft, okay, you have to be relentless. Because if there is someone or something that you think is stopping you, the number 1 thing you've got to do is kill it, okay? And I don't mean literally, but this is a lot of metaphorical stuff we're discussing here. So I hope you can get your head around that. You gotta actually get over that thing. You gotta crush it, okay? That's the word. You gotta crush it, because if you don't, you're not gonna get where you want to go. That is exactly one of the massive distinguishing traits between that successful person and that quote-unquote average person. Again, it can be seen as psychopathic. Ultimately, point number 4, it just comes down to being totally relentless. Because honestly, you know how it is, right? When you gotta get something done, you know that feeling, beautiful soul. And really, that's the same thing. You gotta sacrifice everything else that is stopping you from reaching your goal, hitting that target, okay? And reaching the top of that mountain, of that peak. And you know what? If this is seen as being psychopathic, then so be it. because you know what, this is what is taking people up there. And not everyone wants to be up there in life. Some people just want to be mellow and chill, and they don't really have that like that oomph in them to get things done, and that's okay. But when it comes to being relentless, right, like a psychopath, cold-blooded killer, that is in the nature, that is in the blood of successful people. And I can say this from experience myself. I can say this from what I've seen, from what I've heard, and from what I know as well, okay? So don't start thinking that I'm different to you, because the thing is, we're not that much different, okay? Like, we all have one thing in common. We have a heart, we have a soul, well, I hope you have a soul, and we have love, okay? And even though we can be cold when it comes to really getting things done, that's okay. Because if you know how to show love in all the right ways, to yourself, to others, you're good, okay? We don't want to be mean or violent or aggressive. It's not about that. But when it comes to success, it is a cold-blooded thing, you know, like, people really don't care when it comes to anything else outside of your scope of vision. There is literally nothing, okay? This is something that is taught in all books by some of the most successful individuals in the world. Think and Grow Rich being one of them. Tony Robbins' book, amazing. One of his first books, I think it was Awaken the Giant. Okay, these are two massive examples of extremely well-known books that are teaching people the principles of success as we know it. And even in those books, you will find that what I'm saying here is taught. It is literally taught to you if you want to know how to be successful. Literally, you know nothing until you've actually experienced this. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Comment down below right now. But it's crazy. I mean, a lot of people don't think like this. And as I told you, this is why we have the 99% and the 1%, okay? Here is the line in the middle. Here is the invisible border. You know what I mean? And they don't teach you this in school. In school, they don't teach you how to be successful. And if they did, trust me, there wouldn't be people working 9-to-5 jobs. And that's a fact, okay? They don't want you to know how to be successful. When it comes to knowing how to be successful, some people just have it or they don't. Sure, you can train yourself, right? Point number 5, like I mentioned in these amazing books. 2 great examples, Think and Grow Rich. I made a video about that on the channel. Check it out. Awaken the Giant by Anthony Robbins. 2 amazing books which are teaching you the principles of success. They don't teach you this in school. Have you ever wondered why? Okay? Perhaps there is something in this schooling system which doesn't want you to know how to break out of this hamster 9-to-5 wheel where you're just spinning round and round and round and round until you die and get buried and repeat the cycle. Is it possible? Maybe. Okay? When you start to actually realize this, open your third eye and tap into that truth. You will come to understand what is actually being said here, because that is the reality of it. And you don't have to listen to me, just look at other people who are living examples and proof of this, right? And as I mentioned in point number 1 or 2, whatever it was, look at the studies of how so-called psychopathic traits and tendencies can actually be learned to actually be more successful. I mean, that is literally how some people will go about this, you know. And yeah, being relentless, you either got it or you don't. If you want to learn it, learn it. But you know what? Just do what suits you at the end of the day. I made this video because it's something I have to send get off my chest. In the name of love, trust this is going to help you on your journey, beautiful soul. If you've watched till the end of the video, congratulations, you are the 1%. And let's get that to 100%, right? Because my channel is all about actually helping you to open those eyes, and I mean 1, 2, 3 eyes, not just 2. And I post videos every single day, and I also post healings and light language activations twice per week at the moment, sometimes 3 times, it really depends. If you have enjoyed this, hit that like button right now. Be sure to like the video, comment down below and share your experience and if you relate to this. Okay, subscribe before you go. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon, because you will receive updates for when I post more motivational, inspirational content and healing videos every single day and week. Thank you so much for being here with me again, beautiful soul. If you would like to book your own one-on-one spiritual life coaching or Reiki healing session or reading with myself, you can do that by heading on over to my website down below, and you can check out my online courses on the website too. Want to support me? Stay in touch behind the scenes with what's going on with Angel. You can join us on Patreon and YouTube memberships. So I will be seeing you tomorrow in the next video. Be sure to stay tuned. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are on this planet, beautiful soul. God bless you and take care. Bye bye.